I think I'm the only one who could do the video in the YouTube space. Let's go. Rolling 60 Crips. Big U's son fatally shot on Halloween. Exclusive. Eugene, Big U Henley, son Jabari shot to death on Halloween. Jabari, baby Huey Henley, the son of prominent rap figure and alleged gang leader Eugene Big U Henley, has died. TMZ can confirm via family sources Jabari was shot to death late Friday night. The Los Angeles Police Department tells TMZ officers were called to the intersection of 69th and Figueroa Street just after 11 p.m., where the victim, a 34-year-old black male, succumbed to his injuries. We're told the victim approached the vehicle and was shot. The suspect, who was stationed outside a smoke shop in South LA, fled the scene and has not been identified. TMZ obtained footage of the grim scene, which shows LAPD officers arriving and attempting life-saving measures on Jabari later. The LAPD Fire Department is seen covering Jabari's body with a tarp. Music mogul Loose Cannon. Come on. Music mogul for real? Come on, bro. What? Music mogul Loose Cannon, who is currently housed with Big U at the Metropolitan Detention Center in LA, tells TMZ he learned of the news first, and then spoke to Big U. Loose, who says Big U is his uncle, tells us they are both. Come on. Oh my God. Loose, who says Big U is his uncle, tells us they are both heartbroken over the matter, and being in prison doesn't make it easier. However, he says God makes no mistakes, and the pair will get through the trying time together. Lou says he believes Jabari knew the person behind the gun. The LAPD could not confirm whether the shooting was gang-related. Big U is the alleged former leader of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang and known in the music industry for managing Corrupt and the late Nipsey Hussle. He is currently incarcerated for a 43-count federal indictment, including racketeering, fraud, extortion, and embezzlement. In addition to Jabari, Big U is the father of 2 sons and a daughter. I mean, it is what it is as far as this is how the streets go. But baby Huey, I ain't gonna hold you. Solid dude. Like as young as he was, if you actually met him, he actually seemed way older. One of the things that you're going to see, unfortunately, is you're going to see flowers get tossed to him because the person that he was that I know. Now, I ain't I ain't heard no BS on him, so don't expect a whole bunch of videos like, oh, he was da and all this, like all the bullshit and all that stuff. I'll get to the BS rumors that people are trying to put in the names and put on the name and all that stuff. We'll address that in a moment, but Kel was solid, like straight, solid dude. Now some of y'all be, well, he was in the street. He didn't operate like that. He wasn't operating out here like no goofy. Let me just flat out put that out there. Where that stuff happened, there are people that are around there. Y'all can Google that BS and everything like that, but he wasn't no dummy. So it's highly confusing how something like this happened. And like it was written in a TMZ article, I don't know this to be true. Let me say this. Let me say this emphatically clear because I'm not asking about it. And to be fair, I don't want to know about it. But from what the TMZ article said, yeah, that's how some bullshit can happen. Somebody who probably knew your name or something like that, everything, and whatever the hell, I don't know. But for them to say that he knew the person or he got his name called and that's what led him to that car.
I dare you to let me build you a complete
Why? Because the person I that can make called and that's what led him to that car. That can make sense. Like I ain't gonna hold you. That can make sense as to why because the person I know is much smarter than the shit that just happened. But the whole entire his dad, him, and the nip stuff and all that. That's BS. And I'm gonna tell you why. Understand this. Anything that has Big U's name on it, anything illegal, the feds in the state already wanted him. I want y'all to look at it this way, if you can. If you can go, hold on. All right, I'll listen. I'll hear you out. If what has alleged to have happened, right? Y'all believe, oh, Big U has something to do with Nip's death and all this, right? All right. That's bullshit, but all right. Let's say you believe that. Y'all do know that if everything that's alleged on that indictment was truly factual and not overdid by the feds, do y'all know all they would have had to have done was have LAPD arrest him? And then after that, could have extradited him to Nevada? It ain't nothing but a short drive. Vegas to LA is not a long ass 6 hour drive. So you ain't even got to do that. Y'all ain't even got to get on a plane. You won't even lose a full tank of gas driving from Vegas to LA. So there's that part. They could have did all of this shit with the same ganging tail and all of this bullshit. So I say that to say this. Do you believe that a man who has been wanted by the feds since he jumped out of the penitentiary, they always kept eyes on him every single time. If this bullshit didn't happen, the indictment and all that, and I don't know what happened with him and Buddy that died in that desert, but there's a whole entire rumor that says he didn't even do it. A good one too at that. I don't know. It just is what it is. But as far as the Nipsey and oh, this is payback and all that stuff and everything, really, really, if you knew where this shit happened, it makes no sense. So if y'all try to say, oh, it was this person and that person, Buddy was good in the section. Overly good. So I don't I don't know what happened, man. I think whoever did it, though, unfortunately, they didn't play this the right way. You're going to be caught. This shit made TMZ, bro. This shit made national news, bro. The media don't even know Baby Huey like that. Like, he used to rap. He still kind of dibbled and dabbled, but bro was like an active rapper not too long ago. So the fact that this is coming up like this, it ain't nothing but people trying to sully Big U's name and use bullshit and controversy to try to throw dirt on him. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I realized more yesterday about this platform than I ever have. We got to tell our stories. Not the elitist, not the motherfucking elitist that sat up there and would tell y'all, believe this story, believe this story, believe this story. And I'm sitting here like, nah, bro, that's not the whole story. I'm not seeing it how they seeing it. I'm understanding more and more. Thank you to you all, especially from yesterday, bro. I can't thank you guys enough for really showing me, like, bruh. Them people about clicks, views, and bullshit and sullying names. Think about it this way. What are the stories that TMZ has been running? And I'm not hating on TMZ for sensationalizing things. They are Hollywood. 10 miles on is TMZ. But think about the top stories that just happened. Diddy story. They did documentaries on how guilty he was, on how he's going to get a life sentence. Didn't happen that way. The David case. Now that we have a private investigator speaking who's been in the house, went through with evidence and all this stuff, he's actually said, yeah, she probably more than likely OD'd. So this channel is being used to push as a voice. Baby Huey was a solid dude, bruh. Operated like he was older than his actual age. I'm like, damn, he's only 34? Shit. Solid, like big dude. Like, nigga, we down there same size. But at the end of the day, bruh, that's just some bullshit that unfortunately got him. Can't say caught up with him. I'm not saying that bullshit at all. But this is just the streets, bro. When you got a name, unfortunately, you gotta act like, bruh, you gotta act like you damn near a celebrity. You damn near gotta act like you are a superstar and operate like somebody who gotta watch every goddamn car as it passes. As far as the intricacies and why he was there and all that shit, I would never put that out there on the net anyways. Kiss my ass. I don't give a damn. We don't do that over here. So it is what it is. And if y'all feel like, oh, you just protecting your people, you goddamn right. I knew this man. So it is what it is.